Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to come check out your boy, the hooded one, out here in the lab in the wee hours in the morning. Well, I do what I do for you. Just bought a new sweater. I figured I'd try it out. I like the way it looked, like the fit, so let's rock. Writers in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Excuse me. Right thinking, mission, and yeah, I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, getting to know yourself a little bit better. Right thinking is a way of life, and that's what it is, a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for you to do just that. Your goal is to listen, follow, and put it to work and do just that. Know thyself. Let's talk about the question because I'm going to ask it. I got to do everything. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. I got you. That's why I do what I do. It's all for you. A person who knows not and believes that he knows is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up. I got the little bed going too, so we're working a few things out. No, I'm not going through crisis, midlife crisis. No, I'm just trying something different a little bit. That's all. I done went through the hurt part, so it's working. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I wake them up. Remember, spiritual alarm clock. I think I did that already. Sorry about that. But a person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right? Think the Lord ourselves. And to my God, be true. Today, I'm talking about being true. Ancients had a guy they called Anubis or Anpu. The Greeks call him Anubis. We know him as Anpu. He's discernment. He's your thought process that makes the decisions from right, wrong, fight, flight, good, bad. That's your discernment process. We gave it an identity, Anubis, or again, Anpu. So, right thinkers, let's talk about how to use your discernment, aka Anubis, Anpu, daily to what? Get where you want to go. Be a better you. You have to make good decisions at the drop of a dime. Let's go. See, with right, excuse me, with spiritual truths, aka right think philosophy, you're sharpening your what? Discernment to use it when? Daily. When I was coming up, had a phrase, don't take what nickels, don't let the guy get the best of you. So that means you had to think on your feet. You had to be proficient in what you're doing out here in the streets. Perfect example. Now, your ability to judge from right is your discernment. You need to know what's right and what's wrong and make that decision in the drop of a dime. If you have no discernment, okay, you're not a good judge of character, of people, and a lot of other things. Why? Because you're ignorant. Discernment means you have knowledge of something that you know is, aka right from wrong. Okay. When I was a drug dealer, oh, my discernment was excellent. Why? I had to know who was who in a few thinkers. I can look at you by the way you come up, by the way you walk, by the shoes you wear, by the clothes you wear, by the dip in your hip, by the glide in the stride, who you are. If you ain't doing none of those things, you ain't one of us. So, no deal. I never sold to an undercover cop, okay? I had a record back in my day called Honky Tonk Bud. The hip kept stuck. He be digging the game of pool. That means he's doing his thing. And in come an undercover cop talking real smooth, like he one of them. He got caught because he trusted my man, because my man came in like he's one of them. Old school. All right, here you go. You got to do what? Knowing your friend from your foe is discernment. And on the streets, it should be at its best. Why? Because that's when it's mostly needed. First of all, on the streets, with knowledge of self, you have to know what? Right from wrong, friend from enemy, police from one of us. If I'm standing out there and you come up to me, I can tell by your appearance, how you look, and how you dress if you're one of us. So I learned from Honky Tonk Bud, the hip cap stud. Don't trust them. Next one is, watch this now. Your discernment. Discernment is what? Knowing when someone is playing you, aka lying to you or perpetrating a fraud. They're not who they say they are or who they present themselves to be. This little sweat is hot. I'm sweating like a pig up in here. All right, so I know it worked for the weather. I wear it outside today. All right, here you go. And see, back in the day, I used my Anpu, aka my discernment, daily. That's what got me through. It was part of my lifestyle. The way I was living, I had to use discernment on a regular basis, and I did pretty good. Making good decisions. No, but then again, I did make a bad decision. So, yeah, discernment, if it ain't on point, it could cost you, and mine did. Watch this. Making good decisions are because you used your discernment. I made a bad decision because I didn't use my discernment. I called the gut, whatever it was, my intuition. Something said, don't make that deal. Something said, man, go get that money. I listened to the money, got the money, got caught. Right thinkers use their discernment to what? Better themselves. And it works when you use it what? Daily. That's what you got to do every day. Make good decisions in your life, and you'll see every day you did the right thing. You continue to do that, and that's how you get better. It becomes routine. So now thinking right and using discernment is part of what you do. That'll get you through life. Trust me. Thanks to my girl. Here you go. Where we at? Where we at? Okay. Now, my discernment keeps me out of bad situations. Why? I know how to avoid drama, not just bad people or the police. I don't do that no more. So now my whole discernment is used to deal with people, toxic, drama-filled people. I avoid them like the plague. Like COVID. All right, we can do COVID now. There's a plague. Here you go. Next one. Now, Anpu, aka Anubis, is your discernment aspect of your character. Again, they were so good at breaking down your individual character, they gave Anpu an identity. Everybody know Anubis. He's the maker, he's the opener of the mouth, he's the maker of the way. He keeps the scale balanced. He take care of those who about to go across. Either you're going to get to Amet or you're going to Osiris. But his job is to get you there. And he don't take you to Osiris, he take you to Horu, and Horu takes you to his father. Sound familiar? Here you go. I like to use our ancient names. I'm going to say Anpu. If you don't know who Anpu is, he's Anubis. If you're a Greek understanding from what they say about Egyptians, you'll know those names. If you're a true conscious Egyptian follower, you'll know him by the original name, Anpu, the waymaker, because of his ability to what? Discern the truth from false. You can't bribe him. You can't try to, no, no, no. He's the epitome of, I'm just doing my job. I love that. That's my approach to when I do what I'm doing. I'm just doing my job. Okay? I love Anubis. Why? Because he's your duty to do what? The right thing daily. That holds me accountable to do what's right and know what's wrong. Discernment keeps me doing what's right. Simple. I'm fair because of my, again, discernment. Even on the streets, I didn't try to beat nobody. Whatever price was the price for the drug, you're going to get your count. It's going to measure how it's going to weigh out. I was fair because I was a scale man. I was a balancer. So I kept the scales balanced when I didn't even know, but I was fair. So I kept them balanced personally. All right. My street smarts, aka my street discernment, have served me well over the years, and I use it now where I don't have to be in the streets. I just use it, period. No, I know. 3 o'clock in the morning, South Carolina. Don't know you. All right, here we go. I pay attention to what? The details. Why? Because the devil is in the details. And most ego people will put their ego in the details, aka the devil. See? When you slick or think you're slick and deceitful, that's not discernment. Oh, no, no, no. That's set. That's the ego. Okay, understand that. And guess what? Set and Anpu don't get along either. Just a sidekick. All right, now here you go. When you do the right thing, you're mastering what? Your discernment. That's how you get better at it, by using it daily, and you get better at it as the master of your discernment. Anpu. Your decision making is impeccable, on point, and spot on. Why? Because you're using it to your advantage to recognize the things that you need to know. When your discernment is sharp, and mine is at this point, it will take you. Listen, people would think you have no feelings. I'm not giving in or entertaining nonsense. I'm not going to do what I know is wrong. So if you expected me to acquiesce to something, you're going to have a problem, and you're going to think I'm heartless and cold. And at that point in time, I am. Why? I'm using my discernment. I'm going to deal with my feelings. Got a lesson for that. Come at dispassion. But discernment is using your ability to know right from wrong. Okay, if you're not an honest person, my discernment will know, and I will deal with you accordingly. I call it the mirror. I'm going to give you what you give me. Simple. And if what I'm giving you, you have a problem with, check out what you're giving me. We ain't got to dance that tune. You can handle that yourself. My discernment helps me keep what? My cool when I'm dealing with fools who think they smarter than me, or they cool and whatever. But I'm a cerebral type of dude. I'm constantly thinking. So plotting and planning ain't thinking. That's plotting and planning. I'm constantly thinking so I can do the right thing when the situation arises, and I'm getting better at that. So I'm told. I'm not saying that. I'm told I'm getting better. So there, I'm practicing again. Master right thinker, still practice life every day. My discernment. Okay, did that one. Now, last one. Appreciate you tuning in. It's going to be a quick lesson. Maybe I'm talking too fast. I'm in a hurry. All right. Now, discernment will help you defeat who? Your ego. I told you they don't get along. AKA know thyself. You have to conquer the ego to know you. And Anpu is part of your intricate part of your character. So you need to implement him and use him on a day-to-day basis. Why? That's how you get through life, making good decisions, AKA using your discernment. Let's go. You can't become a right thinking philosophy master without what? Mastering your discernment, becoming Anpu. Practice making good decisions, doing what's right, and that's sharpening your discernment. Knowing yourself first and your discernment will help you what? Do just that. You can't know you without activating the discernment concept. I'm going to introduce my students into the aspects for the second time. The first time it didn't go well. So this time, hopefully, they have a better understanding so we can get the lesson through. I'm working on that now. Watch this. Now, with discernment, I can hear the truth, and it tells you the student is ready what? When he hear the master. That means words carry truth. And when people speak in the truth, the person who looking to hear the truth will hear it. Person who ignorant of the truth don't care, so they're not really listening. I'm a teacher. I teach. A lot of people don't want to be taught. So to them, I'm annoying. I understand that. Don't care. Because guess what? Them being ignorant to me is annoying. So fair deal. Okay. 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other. But the main thing is when you honest, being honest with yourself is using your discernment on yourself. Is this good for me? Should I do that? That's you checking you. It's called self-reflecting. But when you have to use it outwardly, you should be prepared. Why? Because you use it on yourself. I keep the vodka loaded. Why? If I had to, I can do myself. And I don't have a problem with that. Why? But I keep myself. I keep honest. I'm honest with myself. That's why. So tell me the truth, what I do for you. All right, here's the last one. My discernment knows what? My higher self from my lower self. He know Asar from Set. He know the brothers, and he rolling with Osiris, naturally. Now, when you know yourself, hence lower nature, higher nature, we are Egypt, upper, lower. If you live by your lower nature, you're living below your waist, man. I keep explaining that to you. If all you want to do is be pleasured, then that's going to keep you on a low level. You can't raise your conscience just looking to bump and grind. So I'm 65 years old. I ain't got time for that. Big deal. Been there, done that. If you got the 65 years of your life and you ain't had all that fun, you missed the boat, let it go. But some of us, they can reach your back. They still trying to get back 20 years ago. Oh, I was 40. Okay, you wasn't raised until at 40. You was a bad man at 20. We all was. Hope I got time for a quick joke. This is a life joke. I learned it when I was 17 years old. Still practice it today. Okay? God was giving out sex life. He gave man 20 years, normal sex life. Man, good to go. Who came up next? Okay, the monkey come up. He said, I'm going to give you 20 years of sex life. The monkey said, no, I don't need but 10. Man, I'll take his 10. Okay, man, got that. The lion came up. He said, I'm going to give you 20 years of normal sex life. The lion said, rah, I don't need but 10. Man, I'll take another 10. Man, got that one. Here come the donkey. Yeah. Donkey come up. I'm going to give you 20 years. Donkey, no. He said, yeah, I know. Man got it. So that explains how man got 20 years of a normal sex life, 10 years of monkeying around, 10 more years of lying about it, and then he got 10 years of making an ass out of himself. My brother's at 56 years old. Let it go. If it ain't done now, it won't get done. Move on and do something worthwhile. Like know yourself and grow up. I'll be back. Got another lesson for you.